Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we get straight to the point.
That's right.
Today, we're looking at something pretty wild happening in Vietnam. The market debut of F88 Investment Joint Stock Company, August 8th, 2025, on the UPCoM market.
Yeah, that was something else.
I mean, how does a stock launch at, what was it, VND, 634,900 a share?
And then immediately jump.
Right, to VND, 888,800. Like, instantly. Highest price ever in Vietnam.
Making it the highest, yeah. And the market cap just exploded.
From around $200 million to over $361 million.
Yep.
In 3 days.
Just 3 sessions. Incredible.
So we're here to figure out why for you.
And what's really interesting here is F88 isn't your usual bank or finance company. No, they're Vietnam's biggest tech-enabled pawnshop chain.
A pawnshop chain. Wow.
Exactly. They're serving people who often can't get traditional loans.
Yeah.
It's alternative finance, really.
Okay.
So this deep dive, we're going to unpack what drove that surge, how stable it is.
And the role of foreign investors seems key, too.
Definitely. And ultimately, what this whole story might mean for you and how you think about finance.
Right. And looking at their numbers, the turnaround is just staggering.
It really is.
How do you go from losing VND $529 billion in 2023? That's a lot.
A huge loss, yeah.
To making VND $362 billion in profit after tax just the next year.
Yeah, 2024, that's the core question, isn't it?
What was the secret sauce?
Well, it seems to be a fundamental shift. Better operations, a clearer growth plan.
Okay.
Their total revenue jumped, over 23% in that time? More lending, bigger loan book.
Makes sense.
But maybe more importantly, they got much leaner. Their cost-to-income ratio dropped by 12.6%.
So less cost for every dollar earned.
Exactly. Almost 13% leaner. It shows they found a model that works, that scales, where maybe traditional banks haven't.
That seems disruptive.
That's the word. It's proving out a model for financial inclusion.
Okay, so the numbers are strong. But what about action? Where are they expanding strategically? Is this sustainable?
Oh, definitely strategic. They're not just riding a wave. They've hit 888 stores.
888. That number again.
Yeah. In 34 provinces. They basically own 70% of the new-gen pawn outlets.
That's market dominance.
It is. But the market itself is huge. VND 200 trillion. They still only have about 3.2% of that.
So massive room to grow still.
Huge potential. And they're branching out into microinsurance, agent banking, often with partners.
Diversifying beyond just pawn loans.
Right, solidifying their position.
You mentioned tech-enabled. In a place like Vietnam, that's got to be key. How are they using tech?
Big time. Their app, My F88, already has over 105,000 online customers.
Wow.
And they're shooting for 80% digital transactions by 2026.
That's ambitious.
It is. But it's about efficiency, scaling fast. Plus, Fine Ratings upgraded their credit outlook in April 25.
So external validation, too.
Exactly. Better asset quality, strong market position. That lowers the risk perception for investors.
Okay, back to that price surge. It was dramatic, but the initial trading volume was tiny. Right? Like 300 shares traded versus 300,000 buy orders.
Yeah, that's a critical point. Very low volume initially.
Did that just amplify the price jump because of scarcity? Is this trend stable?
The low volume definitely amplified it, no question.
Yeah.
But the stability, I think, comes from their major foreign investors.
The institutional shareholders?
Right. People like Mekong Capital, Granite Oak, they hold over 55% of F88.
Okay.
And here's the kicker. They bought shares before the listing at really high valuations, some over $1 million dong per share.
Seriously, before it even hit the public market.
Yeah. There it shows deep belief in the company's actual value, not just market frenzy, long-term conviction.
These aren't day traders then. These are serious players.
Definitely long-term players.
And that liquidity issue, the low initial volume. Is F88 doing anything about that?
They are. They've approved a huge bonus share issue. 1,200%.
1,200%.
Yeah. So for every 1 share you hold, you get 12 new ones.
That'll flood the market with shares.
Well, it'll dramatically increase the number of shares out there, yes.
Yeah.
Improve liquidity, allow for more balanced price discovery.
Okay, that makes sense.
Uh-huh.
But what about challenges? You mentioned their strengths, but surely there are hurdles, regulations, the pawn industry's reputation.
Fair point. There are definitely things to watch. The new law on credit institutions from July 24, for example.
What does that do?
It reduces lending limits for non-banks like F88, so they might need to adjust, maybe raise more capital.
Anything else?
Yeah, there are new rules about bundling insurance with loans. that could hit some of their newer revenue streams.
Okay.
And you're right, there are still some, let's call them legal gray areas around fees and debt collection methods, especially after older collection services were banned.
There's potential bumps in the road.
For sure. But F88 seems to be managing risk really well. Their net write-off ratio was just 2.35% in the first half of 2025.
That sounds low. Is it?
It's very good, especially when you compare it to the rest of the industry, where bad loans are actually rising. It shows strong management.
So, okay, strong fundamentals, serious investor backing, a plan for liquidity.
Right.
And despite regulatory headwinds and, the complexities of the sector, their risk management seems solid.
That seems to be the picture, yeah.
So, final thought here. F88 has taken this overlooked sector, pawn shops, and really formalized it, digitized it. Does this signal something bigger for financial inclusion? Is real innovation in emerging markets about, rethinking old models, not just copying banks?
It's a fascinating question.
And what does that mean for how we even define banking anymore? Something for you to think about.